Apple has just been hit with a class action lawsuit. You might have heard of the infamous ad and infamous slogan made by Apple, privacy. That's iPhone. I remember back in the day, you would see that ad absolutely everywhere. It would be on TV, it would be on your phone, it would be on the goddamn street sign. They would basically try to drill it into your mind that Apple is not like other big tech companies, right? Apple is the good one. It's like your mama. She cares about your privacy. Now, just gonna be honest, you gotta be the biggest sucker on the planet to believe that. Apple is facing a proposed federal class action lawsuit alleging that it records users' mobile activity without their consent and despite privacy assurances in violation of the California Invasion of Privacy Act. Basically, Apple is tracking users' activity even when you go to settings and turn off, please don't track my data. Turns out, wow, they are actually still tracking your data. Now, all of this has some pretty interesting implications if you're an iPhone user, but we'll get to that later in the video. Now, if you guys didn't know, if you're not like an iPhone user or Apple user, basically they had an option in settings called do not track my activity. Basically, they will stop sending all of your data and, harvesting your data to learn more about you and serve you ads, right? That's usually why companies harvest your data. Well, to absolutely nobody's surprise, when you select do not track my data, they are still tracking your data. And apparently, you're not allowed to lie to customers, okay? And that's why they're getting sued. Now, this actually gets a lot more sinister when you realize that they're not just looking at the explicit data there, like, oh, you entered your age on an app. Oh, they're sending your age to somebody, okay? That's like, okay, understandable. They need some data about my age so they know what people my age like, what products we're buying on the web and stuff like that, okay? Understandable stuff. But it gets a bit more sinister when you realize that they're actually tracking every single keystroke you make on your phone. I don't want to get all creepy, but when you're on your phone and you open up the hub, chances are some old guy is watching you. Dude is straight up watching you smack that way. Okay, I'm kidding. This is a joke. This is a joke, Apple. Okay, so the lawsuit was actually filed by a New York citizen. One dude in New York just got fed up. He's like, hey, stop watching me poop. He was the proud owner of an iPhone 13 named Elliot Libman. Apple is accused of utterly false assurances that users are in control of what information they share and what they use on its stock iPhone apps. So basically, the mistake here is Apple is just lying. I mean, everybody knows they take our data, right? If you just told us on the screen, like, hey, we're literally monitoring every single thing you do, people will be like, okay, I already knew that. But if you're lying to me and saying that you're not, that's when you're kind of pissing people off. From the complaint, Apple records, tracks, collects, and monetizes analytics data, including browsing history and activity information. Stop looking at my browsing history, bro. I just wanted some toes, man. Regardless of what safeguards or privacy settings consumers undertake to protect their privacy, even when consumers follow Apple's own instructions and turn off allow apps to request to track and or share analytics on the privacy controls, Apple nevertheless continues to record consumers' app usage, app browsing communications, and personal information in its proprietary Apple apps, including the App Store, Apple Music, Apple TV, books, and stocks. Earlier this month, researchers Tommy Misk and this guy claimed to have found evidence that the analytics control and anti-tracking settings have no obvious effect on Apple's data collection in the above stock apps. For example, according to the researchers, the App Store app continually harvested a wealth of usage data in real time, including user taps, apps searched for, viewed ads, and how long a user looks at any given app. Along with these details, Apple is also allegedly able to gather details typical of device fingerprinting methods, including ID numbers, device model, screen resolution, installed keyboard languages, and internet connection type. Yeah, not gonna lie, it seems like it's a little weird that they got every single ounce of data just kind of squeezed out of it. Like, some of these things, I don't even know what they could possibly ever use it for, but as long as it's there, they'll try to take it. Apparently, that's just how these companies operate. In another example, the Misk researchers said that the Stocks app sent Apple a user's list of watched stocks viewed or searched for, including timestamps, as well as a record of news articles viewed in the app. This information was said to be sent to a web address via a transmission separate from the iCloud communication necessary to sync user data across devices. Okay, listen, I think I'm way too stupid to understand this, but I feel like data of users, stocks viewed or searched for, this could be extremely valuable just based on, like, I don't know, maybe potential business decisions or influencing the market in a certain way. Now, obviously, I'm no tech genius. I don't know what exact steps they could take to make this profitable for themselves, but I just know they ain't collecting anything that's not useful, okay? Opting out or switching the personalization options off did not reduce the amount of detailed analytics that the app was sending. I switched all the possible options off, namely personalized ads, personalized recommendations, and sharing usage data and analytics. So this one's just like a straight up lie, considering they're still collecting all of this stuff. So they're definitely sharing the data, The researchers uncovered these findings using a jailbroken iPhone running iOS 14.6. Notably, while the team discovered similar iPhone activity on a non-jailbroken phone running iOS 16, the data was encrypted, and it was therefore not possible to determine exactly what it contained. This limitation has not prevented the findings from instigating a lawsuit, however. Now, this is probably the line that got people buzzing. Through its pervasive and unlawful data tracking and collection business, Apple knows even the most intimate and potentially embarrassing aspects of the user's app usage. We all know what you're talking about, okay? Regardless of whether the user accepts Apple's illusory offer to keep such activities private. Okay, basically, this is like not a surprise to anyone with half a brain cell using any big tech product ever, okay? All these big tech companies know everything, okay? They know when you eat, they know when you poop, they know when you sleep, okay? It is what it is. They just don't know how much time I spend at the gym, because even I don't know. 1 rep and 12 minutes of rest? I don't know, man. Now listen, I will be making the confession here. I am an iPhone user. Yes, unsubscribe immediately, okay? Listen, I've never used an Android since I got my first iPhone. Not because it's better. Okay, I don't even know the competition, in fact, because I'm just too lazy to switch. And I feel like that's like pretty much 99% Apple users. It's kind of like, why would you go to another restaurant and order something else on the off chance that it could be bad when you can just get your old reliable McNuggies that are half decent? Now, I know some people are really adamant on this war and they're gonna be like, ha 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 ha, I'm an Android user. My data is completely safe. Said the complete moron aware of nothing. I don't imagine it's much better anywhere else, okay? Let's just be honest. All these companies are leeching off our butt cheeks, okay? If I could visually illustrate it, I would, but I would get banned from YouTube. Okay, so these two iOS developers actually came out and said that, yeah, Apple is basically tracking your keystrokes. They made this long thread over here saying the recent changes that Apple has made to App Store ads could raise many privacy concerns. It seems that the App Store app on iOS 14.6 sends every tap you make in the app to Apple. This data is sent in one request. Data usage and personalized ads are off. As the user browses the App Store app, detailed usage data is sent to Apple simultaneously. The strange thing is that Apple introduced strict measures in 14.5 to prevent developers from fingerprinting users. Yes, indeed, very strange. Oh my god, the strangest thing in the entire world, if you ask me. It's just the fact that you need to be aware that it's not as private as you think. Apple gave data to law enforcement 90% of the time it was asked. Now, if you guys didn't know, basically, sometimes law enforcement needs some extra data held by these big companies to, get incriminating evidence on some criminals. But according to their user policy, they're not allowed to give out this data because, obviously, that would violate the terms of the agreement when you purchase your iPhone, the privacy stuff. But considering they give it 90% of the time, it's a bit sus. I'm just gonna say it's a bit amogus, Now, the ultimate question here is, how do I protect myself from them getting my data? Well, the thing is, if you're using an iPhone, you probably can't. I mean, I don't really care that much. My data is just gonna say, Clash Royale, tips and tricks, how to win, how to beat the Mega Knight. Anyways, once again, Steve Jobs is rolling in his grave. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.